class, going almost ball by ball to understand the physical and mental mechanics behind the monumental records he broke that night.
So almost immediately in this transcript, the commentators just absolutely lose their minds. And for good reason, right?
Oh, absolutely. Sachin crosses a staggering 17,000 runs in one-day internationals.
Which is just an insane number.
It really is. The crowd just erupts. But, accumulating 17,000 runs isn't just about longevity. Hitting a cricket ball being hurled at you at 90 miles an hour, it's this extreme test of predictive processing.
Wait, like a high-speed chess match.
Exactly. It's pure neurology. By the time the ball leaves a fast bowler's hand, a batter doesn't actually have enough time to see it, process it, and then swing.
Wait, really? So they're just guessing?
Well, predicting. The brain has to predict where the ball will be based on the bowler's release. So, hitting 17,000 runs means Tendulkar's brain has successfully made that micro-prediction thousands and thousands of times.
Constantly recalibrating for the pitch conditions, fatigue, all those subtle variations in speed.
Spot on.
Okay, so let's unpack this on a ball-by-ball level, because right after that milestone, he just whacks a short pitch to bring up his 50.
Yeah, which simultaneously brings up India's 100, by the way.
Right, and that 50 is really just the baseline. What the commentary tracks next is this terrifying escalation of momentum.
We really see his technical brilliance adapting to every single delivery. Like, the commentators describe him taking the ball on the rise.
And for you listening, taking it on the rise in physics terms, that's like trying to hit a tennis ball cleanly the exact millisecond it bounces off the baseline.
Yeah, you're dealing with this unpredictable upward velocity. Most batters wait for the ball to reach its peak so the trajectory levels out. But Sachin just doesn't wait. He intercepts it on its way up.
And he's placing it with surgical precision, right? The transcript notes him guiding the ball backward of point for a 4, meaning he's intentionally slicing the ball late, angling it into this tiny, unguarded gap behind him.
It requires a millimeter-perfect bat angle, but the rapid adjustments are what really elevate this innings.
Like when he spots the slower balls.
Exactly. When a bowler throws a slower delivery, a batter's muscle memory is already firing for a fast pitch. The mastery is the sheer neurological control it takes to arrest your own swing midair, wait a fraction of a second, and then strike.
And he spots a slower ball incredibly early, waits, and just dispatches it for a one-bounce boundary.
He does, but he doesn't just wait. He starts giving the charge.
Yeah, he takes the aerial route, launching a massive 6 right over the sight screen, that large board behind the bowler. But I had to push back here, actually.
Oh, how so?
Well, the commentators call this serene mastery. But when you were running down the pitch at a fast bowler to smash it into the stands, is that really ultimate control? Or is it, I don't know, a calculated risk fueled by pure adrenaline?
That's a fair question, but mastery in this context isn't the absence of risk, it's the precise calibration of it. He's dictating the terms of engagement.
So by stepping out of his safe zone early, he's forcing the bowler to alter their entire plan.
Exactly. What looks like a reckless gamble to us is, for him, a high-probability execution.
But that strategy of constantly dictating terms takes immense physical output, which eventually brings us to a breaking point. But before that, the records tumble.
Oh, they do. He secures his 45th ODI 100. Then, slicing a fine outside edge, he reaches 150 runs.
The commentary box literally gives him a standing ovation for that.
Yeah, it's incredible. And then comes the fall. A bowler named McKay sends down another slower delivery.
But this time, instead of just helping the ball along with its natural momentum like he usually does, Sachin tries to force the hit.
Right. He gets what they call the toe end of the bat.
Which is physically crucial.
Really. Hitting the very bottom, or toe end, of the bat disrupts the energy transfer. So instead of driving the ball forward, the bat twists slightly, and the ball pops up weakly into the air for an easy catch.
So I have to ask, does that tiny, fatal error of trying to overhit the ball make those preceding 150 runs feel remarkably human?
I think it shows what happens when the brain's predictive processing finally succumbs to physical toll and mental fatigue. For hours, he successfully overrode his instinctive muscle memory to handle those slower balls.
But at that exact moment, the cognitive load was just too high.
Yeah, and a microscopic mechanical error crept in.
The commentators themselves note how privileged they were to witness this display. I mean, it's why we watch sports, to see the boundaries of human potential stretched in real time.
It perfectly illustrates the absolute limits of human reaction time and physical endurance.
It really does. It leaves you with a lingering thought, though. When an athlete performs at such a historic, near-perfect level for hours, what happens to their mindset the next morning?
That's a great question.
Right. Like, how do you mentally reset when you've just touched the absolute pinnacle of your sport? Do you just wake up and make breakfast knowing that yesterday you were an artist painting a masterpiece?